How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review, and little Japan action today in the form of I'm gonna probably butcher this, so Echigo, I guess you would say, stout, Japanese premium import. Believe it's American style Imperial Stout. So we'll see what happens. Never had this before. It is by far probably the darkest offering I've ever had from an Asian brewery, especially definitely from Japan. Not that I'm super well exposed to a ton of Japanese breweries, but yeah. So I'm super excited to give this a whirl. Not only because I haven't had before, as I am with all the beers I've never had before, but just a nice deep dark stout from Japan is just kind of like a bizarre undertaking. So we'll see what this has to offer as far as what it says in a bottle. Japanese premium import, Echigo stout. Let's see, 7% alcohol by volume. Imported beer, neutral trading, a whole bunch of information. Doesn't really matter on there. Government warning stuff, and that's it. So yeah, cool. Don't know how old it is. It has just a stamped 12 on the side there. I'm not sure what that means. If it's 2012 or if it's the 12th bottle ever bottled, I do not know. 12 batch, who knows? But yeah, label-wise, it's okay. It's a little kind of on the nose, like martial artsy Japanese, like ninja with a throwing star kind of thing. Yeah, it's a little cheesy, but proof is in the beer. So let's see what she has to offer. Super excited for this, man. You just don't get exposed to many stouts from Asia, so it should be quite fun. Not much in the bottle. It has a nice head to it. Looks more foreign export stouty head-wise instead of like a double imperial stout kind of thing, but nice little cream colored head on it. Color-wise, it's not super dark. It's got some color bleeding through it. I can barely see through it, but it's more a super dense, rich mahogany as opposed to your jet blackness that you expect from your double imperial stouts. Yeah, well, it looks like a stout. Let's see if it smells like a stout. It smells like a stout. Hey, who would have thunk it? Very muted though. You get that, you get a roasted malt, you get a little bit of tiniest bit of coffee. A little bit of brown sugar almost even, but it's very, very subtle. It's really not big or bolder in your face. It's there, but it's just not popping you. I mean, 7%, you're not going to expect too much, but, just wish there was a little bit more to it. Oh, it smells like stout. Looks like stout. Let's see what kind of stout it is. Cheers. Yeah. Really dry roasted malts. Very thin on the mouthfeel. The tiniest bit of coffee whatsoever. And that's about it. Not too much sweetness. Very simple, very basic, very thin, very mediocre stout. It's nice, it's drinkable. Zero booze whatsoever. I mean, 7%, you would expect it to be boozy, but considering how thin it is and how not powerful it is, the fact that it's 7%, that's a nice thing. You can't detect that. So, I mean, just very, very basic, very simple, not much to it whatsoever. Easy drinking. But not much else to say, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a nice beer. I was hoping for a little bit more. I want to like new beers, as everybody does. But I also want to like new beers from countries that have never traditionally produced beers like that before. It's not like, if you're looking for a big stout or a big barley wine or something like that, it's, you typically don't dial up the Asian countries first. So, I know there's a big groundswell of new breweries popping up in and around the Asian countries. I'm wearing a shirt right now, Great League Brewing out of Beijing. Shirt was given to me by a friend, and you know, they're bringing bigger, bolder beers to the market, and I want to see that. You know what I mean? Because beer is a great thing, and everybody should be exposed to great beers. So yeah. Anyway, instead of get off that little soapboxing thing or whatever you want to call it, rating wise, I would give this. I'm going to give it an 80. An E for effort, and an 80. I'll give it an 80 overall. And that's it. Can't do the whole value and availability thing that I typically do. You know, it's a Japanese stout that I had a friend throw me. When he was in New York, he saw it and grabbed it because he knows I like to review uniquer things. So yeah. There you go. 80 overall. If you're in a stouts or if you just want to try it just for, I don't want to say curiosity. I don't know, curiosity. You know, just to experience it. You know, a stout from a different country that doesn't typically produce it. I think it's well worth plunking down whatever, how much this was. Probably like $5 or something like that, especially in New York. It's definitely worth the money just to give it a whirl, just to experience it. So yeah, there you go. Another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you'd like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, hold on, rewind that. If you didn't enjoy it or you did enjoy it, leave comments. Now we fast forward. If you'd like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Massive Beers in all three of those places. And Untapped. We finally got on that and loaded up probably a third of all the beers I had just to get something on there. But anyway, finally jumped on that. So Massive Beers in all four of those places. And yeah, another review in the book. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice, unique beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.